Cool. I will call it MMMMoMMft4CH.
This is a special beer. This is one I picked up from Joseph Wood from Liberty. And this is a collaborative homebrew that he did with Mike Nielsen. And this was their starter, their version 1 of Mike's Monetically Mad mixture of malted meal featuring the 4C hops. Otherwise known as
MMMMFCH.
This is, as I said, one of their homebrews, so this is their trial batch just to see how it was all going to work out. And so throwing things together and coming up with that extraordinary, wonderful name.
So it would be a baby MMMMFCH?
It would be a baby MMMMFCH.
Okay, cool.
Oh, looks good going to the jug.
Wow.
You can't see through that little puppy. Now this is barley wine, and it's 10.6%. So we're up on the higher range.
10.6%. Oy vey.
MMMMFCH.
MMMMFCH.
I'd like to see you order one of these at a bar and order another one and still say MMMMFCH.
What happens is you say, I'll have that one, please. Oh, that smells good.
Oh.
I don't know if
Well, that smells absolutely fantastic.
Doesn't it? Just look at that lacy head.
This is the sort of beer is why monks become monks.
Yeah.
So that they can hide themselves away and drink this style of beer.
Yeah, that's right.
From all their monastical lives.
I'd imagine that MMMMFCH name came from a few glasses of this.
Yeah.
Probably all you can think of, a few glasses.
Yeah.
And each,
While pointing at the crate.
This is not a session beer.
this wouldn't rate as a session beer.
Short session.
However, Joe's from Taranaki, so possibly up in Taranaki, sessions are a little bit different. Not sure. But I'll start the ball rolling with some ratings for this, and I think the rating's going to be pretty easy for me. I love the way it looks. I love the way the head just continuously keeps on rejuvenating itself. I can't see through it. It's very dark, and it should be dark. It's what I expect to have a look when I see a nice black barley wine. I think you shouldn't be able to see the other side of the world through it, because all you should be thinking about is that barley wine at that stage. So I give it a 5 out of 5 for its appearance. I haven't drunk it enough to see the lacing, but I'm sure the lacing is going to be there. As for the aroma, there is so many things going on with this beer. It's wrapped up in the ethanol of the alcohol that's in that beer, so it's real crisp barley that starts to come through. But it definitely smells nice. It's starting to be nice and malty. It's changing over time as the sensors in my nose burn away. It's
You can hear the burning.
yeah, I give it a 5 out of 5 for aroma as well. It's got a lot of hit into it. The taste, I've had this the commercial version out of the tap and out of the bottle, and this rates exactly at the same level. For a homebrew version of it, where they started, it's brilliant. It tastes absolutely amazing. It's like having a swig of chocolate to me, but then the chocolate quickly fades away, and I'm left with a really nice coating of bitter, bit of grains, bit of barley, a little bit of licorice in there, a little bit of licorice aftertaste, a lot of molasses types of tastes there, but they're not very strong molasses tastes. I give the 4 out of 5 for the taste. No, actually I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for the taste. I don't think I've tasted anything better than that in its category. And for the palate, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 for palate, because the flavour does start to fade away a little bit fast.
Well, the look of it, it's got it was a slight cloudiness, even though you can't see much through it, but it is starting to sort of clear a bit now. Other than that, you can see it's the nice sort of slightly yellowing head due to all those malts that are in there. It's a fantastic looking beer with the fine bubbles on it. I will give it, for appearance, I'll give it 4 out of 5. For the aroma, absolutely fantastic. A definite 5 out of 5. It's for the style of beer, it's absolutely true to what it's supposed to be. It's got such a lovely sort of after dinner or the end of the evening flavour to it. Special occasion beer, that's for sure. All the flavours are all together in. It's not separated at all. Some of the other barley wine flavours you can taste. You taste all the different ingredients quite separately, whereas this is lovely. It's all merged together. And another absolutely fantastic beer to age if you had it and see what happens at the different stages over the years as it changes and you enjoy those different interesting things happen to it. Taste, definitely 5 out of 5. And the mouthfeel, quite a long, full, malty finish on the tongue. It's the bitterness balances it. It does dry out. Again, I mean, I do really like that's what I want, is to have that sort of the full malty flavours. Everything should last and linger. It is that other than the sort of medium range beers, I'd have thought you want those to sort of dry out and disappear, whereas this full-on barley wine is the English style of Trappist. It's supposed to stay there, I think, for a while. So I'll give it 5 out of 5. It's absolutely excellent beer, really good.
It's not a beer you can see through, so it's hard to rate completely. But I'm going to call that a 4 out of 5. It's a handsome-looking beer. As far as the aroma is concerned, getting that richness, that typical alcoholic kind of fruitness of a high alcohol beer with a few other tones of chocolate malts and some of the toasty stuff coming through. And it's hard to separate the individual components out, but it smells good, so it's a solid 4 out of 5 for me, aroma-wise. As far as the taste is concerned, rated another barley wine not too long ago, and the taste came through in sort of individual, in single file, if you like. This is a block. It's hard to even talk about the taste other than it's good. Some astringency from the alcohol, obviously. And then in terms of the palate, I think I agree with Ian. It sort of wallpapers your palate and hangs about for a while. And finishes quite cleanly, quite dry, a little bit of bitterness, and but nice thick taste and palate here. So we're going with probably a 5 out of 5 for me. Any more than that, and it would probably suffocate my delicate palate.
It would be completely Mumford.
So Mike's Monatically Mad mixture of malted meal featuring the 4C hops. Yeah, it does get easier to say.
Mumfordshire. To be enjoyed under supervision only.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Very good.
Again, I'm a great believer in having. You've got to have the majority of beers are supposed to be sessionable, fit for normal consumption, not for
for a little bloody sherry glass of it, just to.
And it's for us because we're nerds anyway. We're beer nerds anyway. We'll look at it from when you go, oh yes, and other people are being introduced to beers or used to the other ones, and we're saying, oh, this is a fantastic beer like that. They get stuck into it. They have a terrible time because they get themselves absolutely shit-faced and make fools of themselves, and they don't go back again. It's like, we've scared them.